How's your hangover from the Scotland performance been? Could they have been any worse?
No.
I mean, so we sat here a week ago, and I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to let Jim get on with it. We sat here a week ago, and Andy Rowe, you were away on holiday.
I was away on holiday.
We'll talk about that at some point, maybe. Old Tim was in your seat, trying to get you the sack. And Jim sat there with great belief that Scotland were going to beat Ireland. And he went into detail about it, didn't you, Jim? You told us why Ireland weren't very good. Sexton, you bagged him again. You said they're not powerful enough. You said Scotland are primed, went through their back line, went through their team. And then what happened, Jim? Over to you.
It backfired. Get it? You get the backfire?
Oh, I thought you were talking about your...
Backfired in your face.
It backfired in my face.
Your back end again going...
If you listen to what I said, I said a little bit at the end and said, this could be egg on my face. I did say that. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not embarrassed for the team because I obviously don't play for them now. I'm a little bit embarrassed for them. I was embarrassed after the game for a number of reasons. One, because I've put my neck on the line. That's the right one.
Yeah,
I put my neck on the line before the game on here. Tweeted out the video. Look at me. Got a barrage of support.
Criticism, I'll call it.
Support. Doing ITV, I'm with O'Driscoll and O'Connell, 3 legends of the game. We're sat there dissecting.
Well, the third was Ian McGeechan, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, dissecting the
There
game.
was 3 legends, Ian McGeechan, Brian O'Driscoll, Paul O'Connell and Jim.
And I was trying to convince them that I think Scotland will win the game. Now, there was an element of me thinking, we don't necessarily need to win the game, right? We just need to come close and for it to be respectable. And I'll be honest, like, I was watching it and I was embarrassed. I was. And then, look, you know, if you want to speak about it frankly, everything that I said was the polar opposite of what happened. Sexton fronted up with a groin injury, was miles better than Finn. Rory Best was brilliant. And no one's questioned how good Rory Best is. People have questioned the line-out. Scotland gave him the front of the line-out.
You said his career was over. That's what I'm saying.
Rory Best was brilliant, you know. And it's CJ Stander, we mentioned him. His ball-carrying ability hasn't been there.
You said he was gone.
Man of the match. So, literally, you talk about embarrassment. Yes, I'm embarrassed for the Scotland team. I was fucking embarrassed after the game.
For your own opinions?
For my own opinion, that I genuinely thought we were going to win and we turn up. I've done that on national TV in front of 500 million people. I've just dominated, like, it was all going right. I've just dominated Paul O'Connell. I didn't kill a stag the day before, and it was literally, excuse the pun, it was a shit show. And look, you know, Ireland played very well for whatever reason. Maybe they were saving things, and they did play well, didn't they? But Scotland did absolutely nothing. Couldn't see the game plan. Didn't know what they were doing. Front 5 got completely dominated. Scotland notoriously got a good scrum. Scrummed off the park. Line out drive. Gave Ireland the front of the line out. Enticed them there. Ireland scored a driving line out. Kicking game. Scotland had nothing. They were just kicking the ball willy-nilly. And to top it all off, we fucking lost our best player in Hamish Watson.
Yeah, that is bad.
So, I don't know. I mean, having watched the Samoa-Russia game today, I'm less worried. But before that, good job we didn't do the pod yesterday. I was raging. I've been in the position that the lads have been in. Maybe not that bad. To be fair, I can't think of a game where there's been such a big build-up to a World Cup, being in a World Cup, and actually playing like that. I can't remember that.
And there's been expectation on them to do something at this World Cup as well.
Anything. They didn't necessarily need to win. They just needed to put in a performance. And it was, with the conditions as well, the second half, Ireland were making line breaks in the second half, kicking balls through. Like, they just...
I couldn't work out at half-time. When you saw the rain coming down, I couldn't work out whether it was a good thing for Scotland because it meant they were going to keep it under 50, or if it was a good thing for Ireland knowing that there's no chance Scotland are ever coming back into this game.
It was one of them. The two things Scotland have worked on, they've publicly come out and said it, is defence...
Non-existent.
...and their kicking game.
Non-existent.
So the defence was against teams, power teams like Ireland that run Route 1. South Africa do the same. These South Sea Islander teams do the same. You know, one big hit on CJ Stander, Ian Henderson goes 40 metres down the pitch. So
you ever made a break like that? Yeah. Apart from against India?
Yeah, no. Oh, right. Only India. But so I was pissed off, I was gutted, and I was embarrassed. So they're the 3 things.
And
there was a few more.
Can I mention?
I was ill as well.
Yeah, you were sick. That. Can I mention? Yeah, we did a little bit of work yesterday.
Yes.
Can I just mention what you said yesterday? while we're doing that work?
I'm England till I die. I'm England till I die. He knows he is, I know I am. I'm England till I die. England for the World Cup.
So he says he's English now.
Well, a bit Irish as well.
It's come out. You heard it
tweeted
here.
that the All Blacks would win.
Yeah, well, that's it. I'm not going.
You don't know what's going on.
I'm not going for the anomalies.
We've been saying that for this is our 4th season of the Rugby Pod, and you've just worked out that Jim doesn't know what's going on.
I've been doing my match point predictor thing, and
You're bottom of that league as
to be,
well.
I am bottom. But to be fair, I look at the match point thing that I've been doing. I didn't do the first few games. I was that confident.
The Guinness match point predictor.
The Guinness match point predictor. I did not do the first few games, so I've kind of joined in late, thinking, being arrogant, being confident that Scotland would beat Ireland. I'd be the only one that chooses that, and that'd fly me to the top of the leaderboard. But it didn't.
No, James. No.
Well, if you fancy going up against Jim and Goody, just download the app by visiting matchpoint.co.uk/app. You can join the Rugby Pod League using the code RugbyPod. You'll be able to play against these two and win free pints of Guinness. And lots of other cool prizes as well. A massive 7,321 pints of Guinness have been won since the start of the first round of the games. So make sure you get involved.
Fucking hell. That's the best thing you've ever done.
Great read.
How have you pulled that into there?
Can we just go through with... can we just chat through it, though? We might as well have a quick chat about our league and see where we're at. So
let's have a look.
I believe in our league there is 903 members currently.
903?
That's the numbers that I've got.
And where am I? I've gone up today.
903 members. Jim Hamilton, 845th.
Oh my God! Where are you?
I'm 242nd,
mate. I'm literally. I'm just going. What the rightful
clueless. You're just going clueless.
Well, I'm just going to say it how it is. New Zealand going to win the World Cup. England going to put 30 odd points on USA. God knows who's going to win Australia and Wales.
Samoa, Scotland. Samoa winning.
Who knows?
Japan beating Scotland.
Probably.
I mean, you might not even qualify for the next World Cup automatically at this rate.
Oh my!
You've got to finish 3rd in your group to guarantee yourself automatic qualification. Imagine this. Imagine Scotland lose to Samoa this weekend. Oh, it's Monday, isn't it, the game? So imagine this. Imagine Scotland lose to Samoa on Monday, and then you beat Russia. And then you've got to play Japan to see if you qualify for the next World. I mean, that would be hilarious, wouldn't it?
Mate,
imagine Scotland finishing 4th in their group.
Oh my days!
I wish people could see my smile.
It'd be almost like England missing out on the pools, wouldn't it?
No, that's 4 years ago. Move on.
Very true, Andy Rowe. But mate, don't you speak about England like that?
Yes.
Don't you fucking?
He is English.
How much pressure is on Gregor Townsend now? Because some people are saying he's out of his depth.
Well, I don't know whether he's out of his depths, but for me, and again, I'm not going off one performance, although it was absolutely disgraceful what we saw, is Scotland have gone a bit backwards for whatever reason, whether that's to do with the coaches, and Vern Cotter, as we know, big fan of his, as a coach, not as a bloke, took Scotland forward and took them forward quickly.
Is that after they got rid of you? He got rid of you?
Effectively, yeah.
Okay.
Effectively.
Just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, I laid the foundations, not for the weekend's game, but for the England game at Twickenham, which is no point even talking about now because it was that embarrassing at the weekend. Gregor's under pressure massively. Massively. Even if they beat Japan and Samoa, and obviously they will beat Russia, you know, you look at it, depending on the performances, let's be honest, South Africa, New Zealand, you know, the lads will be listening to this and thinking, am I right, turncoat? But we've shown nothing at all that shows that we can stand up to them teams. So, yeah, I think he's under massive pressure. I think if we don't do well, then potentially he might be gone.
Do you think?
Well, look at the performances that we've had. Look at the Six Nations. Apart from that England game, we did nothing.
Well, that's a normal Six Nations, isn't it?
Well, not really.
No, I know. I wouldn't ever think that you'd want to put Gregor under pressure for his job. I think as a coach, you have to evolve. And I know and understand the way Gregor plays and the way his teams play, the way he played and the way he sees the game. But sometimes you have to be able to change. You can't just go and let's just chuck it around, go wide all the time and hope that we're going to carve teams open. You have to have different ways of playing it. And that's, I think, Gregor's biggest weakness, whether it's the player because of the players he's got or just his mentality. And you don't know whether, from the outside, you don't know whether anyone's ever challenged him and said, right, we need to actually have a decent kicking game, a decent plan to put pressure on opposition like the top teams do.
Well, I think they did. I think they had, and it was quite well documented. I think Greg Laidlaw and him had a few words about stuff that was going on, the game plan and training and stuff. I don't know. There's no point quoting me on this because no one's actually told me this. This is what I've heard in different lines of media. But I think that's been said. Scotland haven't got a plan B, and they've mentioned I mentioned it earlier. They spoke about the defence and the kicking game. They need to evolve, but you can see the kicking game is not a natural thing for them to do. So you take out the fact they can't play a wide game or whatever. They can't play how they traditionally want to play because of the conditions. Then you look through the team compared to Ireland at the weekend, but more compared to your bigger teams in terms of ball carriers, England, Wales, and obviously the Southern Hemisphere teams. There ain't a ball carrier in there. There just ain't. So now Hamish Watson's gone. Where is Scotland getting over the game line in the pack?
Blade Thompson?
Potentially. It's slightly different. He was good when he came on, to be fair. Who knows?
Good beard as well.
Great beard.